recording going. Okay, we're back, and it's on. Bo, take it away.
All right, so you guys all see that the light has all gone out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Varel, you're shrouded in complete darkness, and you shouldn't see anything on your map, right?
Correct. I can see the squares next to me.
Sorry, I'm just looking up Nash's things. I want to see if he has dark vision. Do you know?
I don't have dark vision. In dragon form, I don't know.
Let's see.
I don't know. Let's see.
Sorry, because they delinked all of the things, so I just have to find Black Dragon Wormling would be what you are now.
Right.
Just gotta look that up. Sorry, guys.
It's all good. Black Dragon.
Yeah, there we go. Got it. I'll send you the link here.
Where are you putting that?
In Discord.
Okay.
Senses. Blind sight, dark vision. Oh, you have blind sight of 10 feet. Cool. You can perceive your surroundings without relying on sight within 10 feet. But you do have dark vision as well, so I'm just going to make sure you get the dark vision. 2. All right.
Okay.
But Varel will be Varel's in total darkness. So that should give you the appropriate amount of lighting.
All right.
Yep, there you go. Okay. So you guys all get to do your actions freely. Let's roll for some initiative to get started. Okay.
12 for Nash.
Okay.
7 for Diantalis.
16 for Hope.
All right. Varel.
19.
19 for Varel. Okay, perfect. So Varel, so you could, the thing you declared you can do, and then take your turn in addition for this first round. So Varel, you've done your persuasion check. You yell out to the crowd that you're the king and that you're here to take over the Toe Rippers, but they're lost in a frenzy of a murderous rage, and it falls upon deaf ears as you see eyeballs sort of glint and squint in the darkness as they approach you within seconds. It's your turn to act.
Cool. All right. In my final moments of sight there was a shaman of some kind bending over the front of the lizard to attend to him, correct?
That's right.
I would like to run forward and grapple him.
Okay.
To do one sure motion, it would basically be wherever he was standing when the lights went out. I would charge forward, grab him, and then do what was it called? Pile driver, where you lift him up over the top of you to do the slam on the back end.
Okay, you want to pile driver him?
Yes.
Is that pile driving? I get what you're saying though. You want to lift him over your shoulder and then run him into the ground.
Yes.
Okay. So make a perception roll with disadvantage, please.
All right. Natural 20 and a 14, so the 14.
Okay, so you run forward.
17.
Let me get his. Okay, so you run forward. It's a grapple. Make a grapple contest.
Cool.
To your strength.
I got a 1.
Okay, so you run forward and find him, and he's right in front of you, and you go to grapple him, and he slinks in the darkness out of your use. Go to close your hands around him, he slinks out of your grip. He's still directly in front of you, but he just is able to nimbly dodge it. Yeah.
Cool. And I would like to use my bonus action. I am out of rages because we fought a vampire and a bunch of people today. I'm going to do my Hungry Jaws on him as my bonus action.
Okay, attack roll with disadvantage.
Cool. $11.
Okay, you go to bite at him, and you miss him as he also again he senses you coming. Your hot breath on his arm as you puts your face in to go take a bite, and he's able to dodge out of the way of the bite.
All right.
Okay. So Bok Bok, you hear Bok Bok go, and he comes up to the shaman. You sort of see him out of your periphery vision. You see his form, and he punches the shaman in the dick. But he also misses as he goes up and he tries to punch him. And he's sitting going, "I hate this guy!" and tries to punch him. Okay. Hope your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of crouch low, and I'm gonna use my turn to spend 2 move actions, creeping back, so it would be north on the wall, seeing the opening between the guys in the dark, and then to the side with the intention of heading to where the weapons are kept, getting my gun.
Can you draw an arrow?
Yes.
Where you tend to go? I know where you see an opening there.
Yeah, so
Right
through
there.
here.
Okay.
And then...
So, you have, because you're used to dark vision and used to being around creatures that dark vision, you can tell that the toe rippers don't have any vision. So you know that they can't see, but they can probably hear and smell you, maybe sense motion. So make a stealth check with advantage.
All right, cool. Stealth with advantage would be a 24.
Okay, so you're able to slip nimbly by. You're using a dash action this turn to move a full 60 feet.
Yeah.
So move 60 feet as you let the crowd run past you. You find an opening, sneak through. As the crowd descends upon your friends, you run around the back and make yourself 60 feet towards the coat check. All right, Nash, it's your turn. And as the lights go out, you feel you know that everyone around has seen you sort of begin your metamorphosis as you go. You see your token has grown as you go. And you change form, and then you let out a loud dragon yell. And you're now a dragon.
All right.
So you have to use the dragon stat block for your turn. As you can see, you're still wormling, so we use the wormling one right now. So you can use acid breath, bite, and you can breathe air and water. And you have dark vision.
All right, I would like to do acid breath.
Okay.
I will inhale acid, exhale acid in a 15-foot line that is 5 feet wide, and each creature I hit in there. Let's see, I don't know what the saving is.
5d8 damage. Per
and I
person.
want to do it kind of. Let me show a line here.
Well, I can put an asset down that will just sort of measure out. It's a 15-foot line.
Yeah.
So let me see if I can't find something that's 15 foot.
Okay.
Like.
I don't want to aim it towards Stanley where he is.
So see this little token I've put on here. We can just use that. I'll give you control of it.
Okay.
So Scott, control it. Acid breath. And we'll tint it green. There you go. There's your ass. That's a 15-foot line, and a 5 foot wide.
I will need to move before I use it. So
Sure.
I'm going.
It's just for measuring, so we can figure out where you shoot at.
I'm going to move there.
Okay.
So that I'm away from Stanley, and I'm aiming kind of this direction. Is there a way to? Yeah. So. Don't I get it? What's the arc of this thing?
There's no arc. It's a 15-foot line.
Just a line? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I would like that line to be here, where it is right now.
You want to move closer so you hit 3 people?
Yeah. Am I close enough now, or do I have to move closer?
Yeah, you have to move closer. It's a 15-foot line starting from you. So if you move there, then you can shoot out.
All right.
All right. So you run. You turn around and you run towards the people behind you and breathe out your fire. It's a DC 11.
Well, sorry, that was loud.
Well, your DC is going to be set by your so it's whatever your normal spell save DC is, which I think is 14.
14 is correct.
Yeah. All right, let's do that.
13.
Okay. None of them save. So roll 5d8.
5d8. Let the damage roll.
Yeah, you can roll it 3 times or roll it once. Once is more expedient, but you have to accept if it's a low roll for all of them.
I can do 5 and then add it up. 4 and 5. Total of 19.
Okay, so you breathe out fire in front of you, and in the scene there's a source of light opens up here temporarily that everyone can see. Let's do 40-20.
There you go. Oh, yeah,
You,
yeah.
you breathe out fire, and everything it sets the ground on acetic fire and makes a bright light as the acid splashes and burns the face of the torpors in front of you, and they go ah! And as they're running towards you, they just melt into like puddles as they fly towards you, and one of them hits your body and leaves a splat of flesh on your body, and they crumple into the ground. And the light also shows just how many are around you, and they seem undeterred, coming at you, even in dragon form, with this sort of frenzy.
Okay. As a bonus move, can I'd really like to move back here. I think I'm going to take an opportunity attack from this guy, though.
You will take 2 opportunity attacks.
Oh, right.
3 opportunity attacks.
Where's the third one?
Right here. Oh, I'm sorry. There's one. I can't. I need to highlight them.
Because it should just
There's
be
three guys within your melee
1,
range.
2, and then 3.
3. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, well, hold on to that thought for a second. Well, yeah, no, I want to do it anyway. I want to back up some, so I'll take a step back and then let's see what I reap for that.
Okay. And I think I can hear myself.
You can hear yourself?
Yeah, and they all miss. They all go to swing at you. Well, they hit you, but don't do no damage as you feel thud, thud, thud on your thick, scaly hide.
Okay. Sweet.
And then finally you hear one of them go, "Holy shit, that's a dragon! Take his toes! Dragon toes are worth a lot!"
Great.
They're dedicated.
All right. Cool. And so the crowd then begins to descend in on everybody. Nash, they walk closer to you as everything moves in closer, as they all rush you, the giant pile of men, and make attacks on you. Sorry. So that's a lot of guys to move.
Oh my lord.
As they all rush in.
I was sure we were going to have to negotiate ourselves in this fight, or out of it, because there's so many dudes.
Okay, sorry, almost done. We're just moving dudes closer.
We tried, it didn't work.
No. And also, they're not at all intimidated by a dragon. That mini size.
Not yet.
Well, not yet.
You did just randomly blow up their headquarters.
Mm.
All right, after they're going to move in, Nash, a bunch of them make an attack on you. All right, what is your AC? Oh, it's pretty high.
14.
Okay, so you suffer some hits here. Okay, you suffer 11 points of damage as a whole swarm of dudes rush towards you and take strikes. Most of them you shrug off, but there's an overwhelming number of pipes hitting you, and you begin to feel it as they pummel you and bruise your skin.
Okay.
All right.
I just had a...
So it's now Diantalis' turn. No, wait. We're gonna have to do some hits on Varel.
I'm sorry. Did you say 11 damage points? D&D Beyond crashed on me. Was it 11?
It's 11. Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're good now.
You get hit with 1, so a bunch of Torpors surround you, Varel, and you take 6 points of damage as one of them docks you over the back of the head. You get hit with more than 1 hit, but you shrug most of them off. But are hit 1 time. One of them connects real good. All right. Diantalis, it's your turn.
All right, I would like to initially try to sneak back behind the piano over here.
Okay.
Behind everybody.
Yeah.
And then from there, sorry, I wanted to do the move just so I could see what all I could see from this perspective.
So you're still seeing movement as I'm closing everyone in on.
Yeah, that's
party.
fine. And then I would like to then try and sneak, do double movement and try and sneak back behind this table over here.
Okay, very good. Can you roll a... Well, you're invisible, right? You're Misty. Is that part of your invisibility
No,
movement?
just for the move. One.
Well, so once you were there, people might be able to see you. So can you roll a stealth check then, please, if you're trying to not be noticed as everyone descends in the middle?
Yeah, sure thing. Stealth is going to be a 18.
Okay, so you're able to nimbly sneak around without drawing anyone's attention. You're now by a table just behind Blunk Oliver and a bunch of dudes that are surrounding him as you move in closer.
And that will be my turn for this turn.
Oh yeah?
I don't think I have anything else I can do. That's double movement, so I think that's it for me.
Okay, perfect. So now in your periphery, you do see the monk who just crosses his arms akimbo and looks at you, Varel. You don't see him because it's dark, but you kind of feel his presence out of the corner of your eye. He's the only one piece of movement that's not moving, that appears to be looking on as if it was a foreman looking on his construction site. Similarly, the shaman you tried to attack, you see that he is going to try and swap places with the dude behind him, and he successfully does that with the other dude. So a Toe Ripper takes his place in front of him. Okay, and that will be that. Varel, it's your turn.
All right. I am seeing if I can up my AC by doing some sort of blocking mechanism.
There is a move. You can just total defense, I think it's called. Where's my sheet? I think it should be in there.
I mean, these guys all nimbly surrounded me, so am I assuming that they have better sight than I?
No, I mean, humanoids don't see in the dark, so if you're affected by it, they're affected by it. Unless they have some sort of magical ability you're not aware of, but generally your assumption would be that if they can't see, you can't see, so they'd also be rolling with a disadvantage.
Gotcha. Okay. No, it doesn't look like there's anything like that.
Sorry, actions.
Total defense.
I thought there dodge. Until your next turn, any attack roll made against you has disadvantage if you can see the attacker. Unfortunately, you can't really see them.
Yeah, and they already have disadvantage.
And you make dexterity saving throws with advantage. So they already have disadvantage, so I would say, like, dodging might not... It won't, in a game sense, won't provide you with any value.
Cool. Gotcha. There is Bok Bok in range, right?
Yeah. You do see Bok Bok in your periphery.
Cool.
In your limited view is outline.
Okay. I mean, butts, pardon me, I'd only be able to hit one at a time with no dailies or anything left, so what I'll do is I will say Bok Bok the Blowy, and I will wait for I will use my reaction to throw the Blowy when it's passed to me.
Okay, I gotcha. All right, Bok Bok the Blowy. That's that. Bok Bok's turn is immediately after. He hears it, and he reaches. You hear him rummaging. You hear him go, ah, 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 ah. And then you see a shape glint just in front of your vision as a stick of dynamite flies past your face. Make a dexterity. Some sort of catching roll, please.
By the way, I'd like to remind listeners and viewers that we know when
Dexterity.
Kyle's in trouble when Kyle says butts. Just want to point that out there.
Would it be with disadvantage?
Yes, I think so. Let's see how it
Okay.
means to.
I have advantage on Dex, so
Yeah,
I'll do.
do you have some
I'll break
inspiration?
even. I'll break even.
Oh, you have advantage on those things? Yeah. If you already have advantage due to some feature, then it's -1, so you get normal. That'd be normal.
Advantage on Dex checks against effects you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated. Am I under those effects?
You're in darkness. So you're not necessarily blinded. It's passing
Okay.
right in front of your face. So I'd give you a normal roll.
Okay. Normal roll. With normal roll, man. A 18.
Okay. So you reach out instinctively, grab it, and you see. Actually, you would see it because he lit it. I forgot that part of the whole dynamite process. You hear it, and then you see a light sort of float its way to you. You catch it nimbly, and now you can use your action to throw it.
Cool. Being that I've never made a ranged attack outside of throwing the wrench at a gnome early on. Do range attacks and melee provoke attacks of opportunity?
No, they just had disadvantage if you use them against melee. Although it's a good question.
So everyone wouldn't get pissed off.
I don't think they provide attacks of opportunity though. You just get disadvantage if you attack someone with a ranged weapon in a square next to you.
Okay, cool. Then I will lob it into the darkness as far as I can see. Right here. So 20 feet out.
Okay, make a ranged attack on that dude.
A 5.
Okay, well you lob it either way, so it doesn't hit and connect or do anything. You hit, it falls into the mass of men. You don't know what's going on with it. You do see the little light, but it doesn't appear to be noticed. But this is all happening with seconds, so it's there somewhere.
I'm complete.
All right, Hope, your turn.
All right, I'm going to continue my quest, hugging the wall through the darkness to
Stealth check.
Coat check.
Continued stealth, please.
All right,
another stealth
advantage again?
Yes, you have advantage.
Cool, 16.
Okay. So you continue unnoticed, and as you round the corner, you come face to face with someone who's running in your general direction, and that person definitely sees you. Have you used more than 30 feet of movement?
Let me see. Where was I? I was
there.
I think 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah, but you've already rounded the corner, so that's 35. No takebacks.
Yeah, no takesies backsies. That's totally fine.
Yeah, you have a bonus action, and you have your class feature, which can give you another action on your turn.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'll turn the corner, I'll see him, I'll kind of silently gasp, trying to keep this thing quiet, and then I'll rush him. I'll use one action to put my hand on his mouth, and then I will use my my bonus action to bite his throat.
Is that an action you have? Is that? I think we're making things up right now.
Well, does it count as a second action?
A bite? No. I mean, you can use a free action to do something really quickly with your one hand. So putting a hand on someone's mouth, I'd give that to you.
Okay.
You need something that uses you need something that uses a bonus action, like any sort of.
All right. So I'll have my hand on his
or...
mouth. Can I knee him in the crotch?
An attack action uses an action unless you have a specific feature that specifies.
I do. It's my my action surge.
Oh, you can. Okay, so you can use your action surge to give you another full action.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're using the action surge then. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so then you can make any kind of attack you like.
Okay, cool. I want to bite him in the throat.
All right, make your attack. You can see, so you don't suffer any disadvantage.
Okay, and then what would I add to this?
A bite is they're not considered natural weapons like Varel does, so it would be 1 damage.
Oh, okay. I rolled a 12 without any modifiers added to it.
Okay, so you put your hand up to his mouth and you bite him. You successfully sink your teeth into his flesh.
Yeah, trying to crush the throat so
blood
he can't...
squirts out, and he almost looks like he's enjoying the confrontation, and he's happy to have something to fight. As you bite into him, he's like, "Argh!" And his body reacts with aggressiveness. However, it's not his turn yet, so you'll find out what happens on his turn. Is there anything else you want to do?
That's it.
Okay. Nash, it's your turn.
All right. I want to try this darkness thing. So the way this works, where is it?
Okay. Remember, you can cast any of your spells in dragon form that you could as a human, which is an exception to the general rules of polymorph.
Right.
So keep in mind you have your full spell list at your disposal.
Right. I just feel like with this many... Well, it's already dark in here, isn't it?
Yeah, but you have dark vision, so you can see. There's
Right.
no light in the room.
But me
your
casting any
vision-
kind of additional dark spell is not going to do me any good because it's already dark and they're already in the dark. And if
No, but any spells like casting flame, sources of fire will create light in the room. Like there's a streak of fire, of acid fire, burning the flesh of people right in front of you. That's making a light source,
Okay.
so other players can see it.
All right. Well, I'm going to do... Which one's the AoE? Hold on.
Yeah, bringing out the AoE damage.
Yeah. Let's see. Self plus 15 feet. Okay. Well, it's our old pal Thunderwave come to visit. We're doing.
Okay.
We're doing
well, you
Thunderwave.
do have a lot of targets. I will say that.
Yeah, this is a perfect use case for Thunderwave, as far as I'm
Yeah, and we're
concerned.
gonna have to make an exception too because you're no longer 5x5. You're 10x10.
Right.
So generally speaking, it shoots out 5 feet. So it'll hit everything within 5 feet of you,
Okay. So
which is a lot of dudes.
that's a lot of dudes, which I am all about. I am all about a lot of dudes. So let's do this. To hit, it will be. Well, oh no, it hits no matter what, doesn't it?
Now, a quick question before we start this, just because it is still the same day. What's your spell slot situation?
I better look. Hold on.
How many spells have you used over the course of the day?
I have used what other? Remind me what else we did, because right now I'm showing.
So you haven't marked off any slots I see on your sheet here.
Yeah, and that's why I don't remember what we
So
did.
You've used you used a thunder wave earlier. You used a sleep.
I used to sleep.
At second
Yeah.
level. Yeah, you put a bunch of people to sleep last week.
Oh,
You weren't a part of the vampire fight, so you didn't use that. You used your dragon's breath. That doesn't use a spell slot though. So you only you do have one spell slot at second level, and you have all your first level spell slots open. Keep in mind you can also convert your sorcery points, which I think you haven't used any today,
right.
into spell slots as needed.
All right. So
Okay, so you can cast it. I just
right,
wanted
but
to
I've
make
used
sure.
how many again? Sorry, I used 2.
2.
Okay, I'm marking it now.
So you have 1 left at the second level.
I thought I did that. I must not have. I keep having errors in this thing. It's freaking me out. All right. So a Thunderwave again, please. Let's take a third slot.
Okay. It's at second level, right?
Yeah.
All right. Constitution saving throw. So I have to make how many saving throws?
You have to make.
1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you're going to hit 12 people.
Yep.
Okay. Should be fun. And that's a DC 14. Okay. So you're getting very fortunate.
Good.
Okay. One of them so far is saved. Yeah. One of them so far is saved. Out of all of them.
Okay.
So that means I take how much? What's the damage roll? Sorry.
Damage roll is.
2d8.
I already forgot. 2d8. Yep.
Oh, when you cast the second level or higher, increases by it's 3d8.
Oh, 3d8. Sweet.
Yeah.
So that's how many? That's total 3d8 or 3d8? It's not 3d8 per character.
Let's just roll 3d8.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not going to do 12 3d8 rolls. We'll be here all day.
I mean, I could. I haven't. This app is really fast at that, but anyway. That would be 8 per dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, all right. So what happens is, I'll describe this big dragon shadow in complete blackness. Describe your spellcast.
Oh, geez. You hear what sounds to be just the most frightening kind of guttural, freaking way down deep kind of business coming out of the guts of this thing. And you hear like walls shaking and ground rumbling, and then you hear one of these, and the earth just all around me just goes and ripples out toward these guys.
Okay, and so then you push them all back, and they fly into the air as, again, the thunder wave shakes their bodies violently, and you hear bones breaking all around you from the reverberation, and they all go flying up into the air inside the club, and you kill all of them.
Yeah. Woo! Kill all those guys. DM.
Yep, all right, so, Diane Talus, it'll be your turn.
right. I can see Blunk Oliver, right? Because I can see him on the map right now.
Yeah, if you can see, you can see.
Alright, that's good. I am going to... Let's try this. I'm going to try to cast Suggestion on Blunk Oliver.
Okay, and so let me look at this spell suggestion here. Do you meet the range requirements?
Yeah, 30 feet. I'm within 30 feet of him.
And you do have line of sight on him. Okay, and so what's required when you cast a spell?
So I'm going to give him a suggestion. It has to sound at least somewhat reasonable. I can't tell him to kill himself or anything like that. That would obviously harm him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell him, surely the price can be paid in something other than blood. Tell them to stand down and let us go, and we can figure something out. And then he has to make a Wisdom 15 save.
Okay, so you go to enter the spells, enter the words into his mind. You cast the spell. You feel his mind. When you cast the words of power, you say them telepathically, right? Or does he have to be able to hear them?
I think he has to be capable of hearing. Let me double check.
Yeah, so you've got to yell it to him, basically. There's a loud din of, so you're yelling to him.
Yeah, I mean, I have to use the focus anyway, so I've got the megaphone out anyway.
Okay, so you're gonna yell it with the megaphone. It's not a psychic or telepath. This is important because
right.
The suggestion, you make the suggestion, and you have a sense magically that you know it's failed automatically. It's just failed. It had no chance. It did not work. And the sense that you get this sort of, you feel this press, like if your suggestion was pressing the energy around him, you feel a force press back. This is not natural. Normally this does not happen with this kind of spell. And you know with a certain amount of confidence that there is some magical force at play with Blunk Oliver.
Can
you do with the rest of your turn?
Well, I guess that would be an action if I want to do like an insight check or anything on him, right?
It's an action.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I have pointed out my location with the megaphone.
You've definitely broken stealth.
Hey, you! Be nice!
What? Everyone's like, a whole bunch of toe rippers turn around and look at you as you start yelling with a megaphone.
That's fine. I am going to continue to be creepy, and I'm going to move back here into the shadows again.
Oh, sorry. Let me see that. Is that an attempt? Well, you can't attempt a stealth, so you can just move there behind the piano.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't have dark vision, they may not be able to see me. They may not be able to see where I went, but they knew somebody was over there.
Yeah, they heard you with the megaphone. You could see the people turn around and look in your direction, even if they didn't necessarily register your exact location in the dark. Yeah, you're correct. So
I'm gonna get back behind the piano and crouch down.
All right, Varel, a volley of blows make their way at you. Again, they're all rolled with disadvantage because it is dark in there. Let's see. Your AC, just remind me your AC, please.
14.
Okay. Yeah, so you feel swings and misses as pipes fly all around you, and those that connect don't connect with enough force or in the right spot to do any damage, as you're being beat, but you haven't taken any damage. Same with you, Nash. You, however, are actually visible now thanks to the fire illuminating some of the area, and that they have a good shot on your dragon form. Okay. But they're all dead, actually. Just didn't finish marking them all. I would have chore.
Yeah, it's a bit of a chore.
I'm just gonna delete them. You just shattered their bones into nothing. So there's a whole scrum around you, opens up, as more move in to continue fighting you with this zealous rage and energy. You're surprised that they're not scared. And
Did the
as
fire go out? Sorry, because I can't.
no,
see.
because this is second, so there's like the din of the fire sort of on the ground and on the tables and stuff like that. It's very dim though.
Okay.
Do you see it? Did I?
Yeah, I'm blind. I'm blind. To
Oh,
it
sorry.
now.
Sorry. There, you should be able to see it now.
There
Cool.
we go. Cool.
Yeah. As more step towards you, they don't step in the acid though. And as they run towards you, Nash, you see them dip into like little pouches that they have, and they have these toes, and they all start eating their toes, like eating these toes.
Ew.
Ew.
And it's like they're eating something to give them strength. Like it's like almost like a pill or some sort of thing. As they all start crunching on toes, and as they approach you, you can see they're munching on the toes. You don't know what that's for, but they're all chewing on toes. As they get closer, there are now going to be 12 attacks on you.
Great.
Okay, and your AC in Dragon Form again was 17, right?
Yes, correct.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad.
Okay, so you're hit 4 times. Alright, so... Okay, so you take 16 points of damage.
Okay.
As they come close and they're all like, smashing you, trying to beat you into mashed potatoes with the pipe, and most of it you deflect, but some of them hits like spots. Like you get one on the armpit, and you're like, how did he hit me there? And they really hurt. And one hits your wing and sort of rips it a bit. And, yeah, you're taking a pounding.
Okay.
16 points of damage to you. Remember, as a dragon, you have 33 hit points. When you revert to 0, you turn back to Nash Man.
All right.
Oh, Nash potatoes, I guess.
Nash potatoes.
All right. Again, you don't hear anything from any of the other characters. Blunk Oliver, the Shaman or Bok Bok. Or not, sorry, the Shaman or the Monk that's labeled here. Varel, it's your turn.
Okay.
Did the dynamite ever go off?
No, not yet.
Oh,
It's
okay.
it's still a fusing. All right. I would like to attack. So let me know if this would work. I should just do it. I should just do it. There's a guy behind me here, and what I'd like to do is I want to like football hug him. And I want to use his body as a shield as I run towards the stage down this alleyway I can see thanks to the fire.
Okay. The guy directly behind you towards
Right.
the alley.
So
you grapple him.
So this guy here, I want to grapple him and then
Okay.
use his body as a shield as I run through everybody else, because his body would be in front of me. He would receive the attacks of opportunity as I move,
Okay.
like a meat
get what-
shield.
Sure. You're gonna pick him up
Yeah.
and use him as a meat shield. Gotcha. So let's do the grapple roll.
Okay.
You roll with disadvantage. However, so does he.
Okay.
You have to
13.
beat 11.
13.
All right. You turn around. Grab him up. You have him. You now have him held. Like, is it crotch and neck kind of deal?
Yeah, like, no damage, maybe a little winded. A shoulder into his stomach, and a pick him up so his butt is out in front of my face.
Okay. So you're still susceptible to any attacks that might come from behind, but those
Exactly.
from the front, they might get absorbed. Okay, you now have him as a human front shield.
Cool. And then I would like to run. So that 1, 2, 3.
All right, so
4,
move.
5.
Wait a second. Just move
in,
from
in
that.
such a way.
Move to that one square there.
Okay.
All right, let's get you there. You're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks of opportunity with disadvantage. Bye bye, D10. Okay. Man, disadvantage sucks. None of them hit you. You sort of run out of the way and swipe. Now move the next step.
Cool.
Okay, 2 more. No, not. You're still within melee range, so that's fine.
So you gave me 3 there. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, three there, and you're gonna take 1 more on the next step. So when you go here, you take 1 more.
So wait, are these all counting as side attacks, and this isn't working at all?
Well, it depends. Any in front of you that are going to attack you, but generally when you're speaking, you're moving out of the square, so they might look and try and hit you. So yeah, it's not really working that well.
So everyone that I walk by to here has just attacked
you have
me
your
on the
back.
side.
You have your back facing them, not your front. So
And
as you
since
run
their
away,
attack of opportunity doesn't swing until I leave their spot, it's always going to be from behind me.
yeah, roughly.
Gotcha. Okay.
But wherever you end up, you still have them as a shield. You might not make it the whole way on 60 feet, on 30 feet.
Yeah.
If that's 10 feet, 20, 30 feet's here. I can't click it. 30 feet is right there. Where I'm shooting from.
Yeah.
Lasers.
10, 20, 30 feet's here. There you go.
Okay, cool. Then I would like to. Then I'll go here, and I will face the direction of the blast and have him in front of me. So I have backed up. I've successfully backed up through these.
Oh, you could have backed up with him, I suppose. I didn't consider that. Like, what if you run backwards? I was assuming you run forwards.
Right, and they see something running at them, and they go, "Oh!" and then try to hit me in the face. But because the way attack of opportunities are working,
Yeah,
they're
you have
only
to
going to
run.
hit me
If
from
you run
behind.
backwards, then you have him. You're retreating with the shield in front of you. He would absorb any hits.
Right, and
So
that's
you can do it that
ridiculous.
way.
Yeah, but
that?
that's like I'm B
Is that-
stepping. That's ridiculous. I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is proceed to where I am now and flip around so I have his body in front of me, assuming the dynamite's going to go off soon.
Oh,
and this
as
guy-
the shield. Are you gonna
yeah.
go? Are you gonna stay in your position there, or move the extra feet towards the stage?
No, I will stay exactly here.
Okay, so you have him in front of you, kind of like there.
Right.
Okay. All right, perfect. So, so that's a grapple, an action. That's a bit of a move. You have a bonus, I think, remaining if there's anything else.
Nothing left.
All right. Okay, and so at the start of Box turn, the dynamite goes off, and the giant kaboom resonates in the room. I need everyone to roll a Constitution save, please.
$14.
13 for hope.
Oh, 14 for Nash.
12 for Diantalis.
20 not natural.
Oh wait,
so
can you
boom.
tell me does Diantalis have a separate health pool than Stanley? And
No, they share health.
Oh, okay. I just thought that was interesting
All right,
for
so
a
you
second.
can wait. Let me put a little.
That would have been weird.
Yeah. Same
See-
body, one body.
Yep.
The explosion kills all the dudes in this area here.
Sweet.
Oh no, it went away. Shit.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
Boom. Do it again. Do a big boom.
Sorry, I'm doing fiddly stuff on Roll20 while I'm EBDBD. Okay.
Whoops.
All right, so you see the explosion,
Oh yeah.
and a bunch of corpses like fly up in the air. Here, like, oh, my leg! Oh! Get his toes! And the guys nearby start getting distracted from hitting as they quickly chop up, as they quickly rip off feet and pick up legs from corpses and sort of hook them into these little things that they have to keep corpses really quick, keep the toes really quickly. Those are important. As the people around them back up, Blunk Oliver, just in front of the explosion area, actually has his men back him up somewhat in reaction to it as they move around and move in to defend him. They don't see you, Hope, but they're backing up right behind you as people quickly just move 5 feet away from the explosion area and cover their ears. A lot of people you see have their hands over their ears. Did anyone roll lower than a 13 for that Constitution save?
No.
I did.
Oh.
Okay. The explosion makes your ears ring. You're now deafened.
Oh.
And you're just like, hey, you hear.
Diantalis has tinnitus. Now you can be called tinnitus. Diantinitis.
Probably pretty good that didn't hear you say that.
Yeah, probably.
I like how Nash is in the middle of getting beat up by 100 guys, and he's like, dying tinnitus.
Gotcha. Zing.
All right, Hope, it's your turn.
Okay, so there's light going behind, right? So the people down the hallway can see me.
Yeah, there is light there. You are now within sight, and there's no longer disadvantage.
Okay, so can I combine a intimidation check with my thaumaturgy, which is an action, at-will action?
What is thaumaturgy? Actions. Is this is a class feature?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to look for it here. Sorry, you mean Hellish Rebuke? Where's the other one?
No, it's part of the Infernal Legacy.
Do you know what part of your sheet it's listed under?
It's under spells.
Oh, I see. Thaumaturgy. Thank you. It's cast at will, casting time 1 action, and you want to know if you can use it as an intimidate.
Yes, because my idea here is that I'll be biting this guy's throat, so what if I kind of like stick my head out from the side and there's blood on my face, and I use thaumaturgy to create yelling infernal whispers originating right behind me and blasting for it at these guys to scare them away.
So you're trying to make a display of your voice booms up to 3 times as loud, cause flames to flicker bright and dim or change color, harmless minute tremors in the ground, instantaneous sound such as rumble, thunder. So you sounded like you wanted to. You can't do both. You can make a loud sound or a loud visual.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking is I do the instantaneous sound and have it originate behind me, and it would be those whispers, those infernal whispers.
So you're basically creating a fear, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you cast a spell, you can have up to 3 of its 1-minute effects active at a time. Okay, so you want to create whispers or a loud noise?
It says such as a rumble of thunder, cry of a raven, or ominous whispers. So can I make those whispers a louder sound? Like
you have a sense that you have a sense. Well, there is also your voice booms up to 3 times, so you could yell like you could do the devil voice, like "I will eat your soul" and have it be super loud for up to a minute. So if you want to do the loud thing, because there is a lot of loud noise, there's a lot of people yelling, like any quiet or subtle noise won't be heard.
Okay, cool.
And you don't have a magical way to psychically put it into people's heads. You're manifesting actual physical sounds.
Okay,
so it would have to compete with other sounds going on at the moment.
All right, cool. So I'll make my voice louder, and as I peek around from the dude's neck who I've bitten, I'll say in Infernal that death comes.
Okay. And keep in mind you have this for a minute, so you can keep talking for a minute. Like this is over multiple turns now. All right, so you want to tell the people that death comes for them.
Yes, but they don't understand it. They'll feel it more than they'll understand
your intent is to do it in such a way as to make them poo their pants, basically.
Exactly, and then run away, so it leaves the hallway open so I can get to the weapons.
Okay, let's see. Roll your intimidation check, please.
Let's see, 16.
Okay, so let's do it again. Yell out something nasty.
Other than death comes?
Or whatever you want.
Yeah, death comes!
And they go, and they say, "Run! It's a demon! Now we have to stay. No, run! Get the out of here! It's not worth it. Run!" And they sort of grab each other and they look back and they you have the one still that you're biting. All right, so you didn't grapple it, so you don't have control of it. So he also hears the voice, and he's going to do a Constitution check. He has tinnitus now too. So they all look back. The whole hallway of toe rippers with their toe ripper earrings, their toe ripper piercings, look back at you in great fear and great awe as they see hear this loud demonic voice shake their souls. And in the background, they do see with the explosions the form of a dragon, just thunder waving and blowing fire from behind you. They're like, "It's not worth it. Let's get out of here!" And they all turn around and start to run out the door.
Fantastic. All right, so if they're all gone, do I still have a move?
That was your action, so you have a move, bonus action remaining.
All right, I'll move to the coat check and start looking for weapons. Specifically my gun.
Yeah, there's a little, looks like there's a little
my machete.
chest that's sort of kicked open. It has all your items, all your party's items in there.
Perfect. I'll
Yep.
grab up my gun and machete and do with it what I
You-
can.
your action is used, so you have enough time to pick up one thing.
Okay, I put the machete back in the holder in my boot.
Okay, pick up the machete, and that's your turn. Nash, your turn.
All right. Well, before I do anything, I yell in big dragon voice. Can I enunciate words in common tongue, or does it have to be draconic?
You can speak languages you know as a normal person, plus you don't gain any new ones because you already know draconic. Right?
Okay, I yell, "Toes are gross!" And then that's all. I just wanted to yell that at them because I want them to know how freaking disgusting they all are. I
You're
am
back. Toes are life, you foolish dragon! Ah!
gross. I yell again, and then let's see. But I gotta be careful here. What do I have left?
You have your first level stuff, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
I do.
And you can convert sorcery points into spell slots or use them for your meta magic as required.
I mean, I think we need to just get rid of as many people as we can.
Yeah,
That
this
sounds
is
like table talk, which you can't do.
what this. Oh,
Pretend I didn't say it, Scott.
yeah,
I
good
didn't say
point.
that to you.
No, but in my head, I heard a voice. It reminds me of, we're just burning down trash here. So here's what we need to do. Let's see, Constitution saving throw. Okay, I'm going to do Thunder Clap. A little different than Thunder Wave. This is a level 1 spell, cantrip, really. And they'll hear this from up to 100 feet away, but every creature within range other than me must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 thunder damage per creature. So it's everyone around me. Wait,
Within
if it goes
100 feet.
Yeah, within 100 feet. So I guess
So it's the entire room,
it's the entire room is going to feel this.
including your friendlies.
Right. So I want to do the.
Well, that's who will hear it. I think the range is just close to him, though.
Yeah, hold on. Spells, when you reach 5th line. Hold on.
You create a burst of thunderous sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away. Each creature within range, other than you.
Yeah, range is only 5 feet, though, it says. So it's just the immediate circle of people around me.
Wait, what?
Yeah, look at this. So casting time, 1 action. Range area, 5 feet. Duration instantaneous.
So the sound can be heard up to 100 feet away.
Yeah, so you
I
get
see.
to
So where
choose whether that matters or not.
You get to choose where the thunderclap hits, but it's heard by everyone. Okay.
Yeah, and whether you want to have that have an effect or not is totally on you as the DM. But there's
All
no
right, so
damage done
who
by
do you
it.
who do you thunderclap?
I'm thunderclapping everybody around my squares. In my zone there. Because it's out away from me.
It's a 5 feet. It's a point. You have to pick one of the 5 by 5 feet squares to hit.
Oh. I thought I could put it right where I'm standing. I can't?
It's not AoE.
Right, but I thought I could still target where I was standing. Each creature within range other than you. Yeah, why couldn't I target the ground under me? Couldn't I do that?
This is worded really poorly.
We
The
did this-
range area is 5 feet, so it's a 5 by 5 foot square where it hits.
Yeah. Oh, I see. That wouldn't work anyway
the
because I'm a
range.
big giant dragon. It would
You
only
pick the
be me.
range within 100 feet, I assume.
Yeah.
Even that's poorly worded.
Also poorly worded. Yeah.
What was the name of the spell?
Thunderclap. But it's a cantrip, so it can't be like, it's not a ridiculous AoE spell.
Right.
So my sense of it is that if it's range area 5 feet, it's a 5 by 5 foot point where the clap hits.
So if I
And
threw it
everyone can
here,
hear it, but
do you see that right there?
yeah,
If
then you'll make the sound there, and that person will take the damage. Everyone else will just hear it.
So none of these guys take the damage?
No, because then why would you ever do Thunderwave?
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Then they end up kind of being the same thing if it was.
Yeah.
All right. Let me just check Earth Tremor real quick. Okay, this is interesting. Cast a tremor in the ground within range. Okay, how about Earth Tremor?
Mm-hmm.
That second level
Tremor
spell.
is 10 foot range area. cast a tremor on the ground within range. Each creature other than you in the area must make a dex saving throw. On a failed save, they take 1d6 bludgeoning damage and knocks them prone.
Right.
It becomes difficult terrain.
So
It's
that works.
2x2 square within 10 feet of you.
So it's just like a 4 square here. All right. Well, I'm just gonna take a chunk of these dudes out right here. These 4 guys. That's where I'm gonna aim.
Okay. Perfect. So it's a DC 14. For
Yeah.
The saving throw.
Yep.
Okay. 2 of them save and 2 of them fail. So roll your 1d6 damage.
It's 2d6, second level.
You're out of spell slots unless you're converting.
Oh, am I? Wait, second level. No, I have 2 left. Second level, don't I?
Nope. You used 2. You had 1 left. You used Thunder Wave, so you're out.
Oh shit. Shit. Okay. Well then
So
I'm
you
using.
can still cast it at level 1.
No. Yeah, that's what I'll do. You're right.
You can actually still cast Thunder Wave at level 1.
A natural 6.
Wait. Okay, so you cast it.
I rolled a 6.
Yeah. Okay, so rolled a 6. Nice, that's big. So 2 of the guys, you create a tremor on the ground. The ground shakes underneath them. They go, what? And 2 of them fall, smash their head, and just die instantly on the spot.
Sweet.
The other 2 stand their ground, and they're like, as the rocks shake beneath them.
Sweet.
And they look uncomfortable.
That sounds good. I like that. I like how all that went.
All right, so you've healed 2. You have a move action and a bonus action remaining.
I can't really move anywhere of note. If I do move, I don't. There's no incidental. I hurt them, even though I'm taking opportunity attacks. I don't squash them or stomp them or anything. There's no.
No, and you can't move through them, but you can. Well, the ceiling's pretty high. You could probably try to fly through them, but it's not going to be easy. It's going to be difficult terrain.
Okay, I won't try that.
Like your back,
I
as
think
it is pretty close to the ceiling.
my final thing is I'll yell, I'll bet toes taste like chicken. And that's it.
Okay, all right, so all the toe rippers go, how dare you say that? and they all move to continue beating you. Kill the infidel!
I was really hoping with dragons would be scarier to people. They're just like, man, dragon, he's got toes, let's get him.
Remember, you're dragon worm-like, not a full-size dragon.
Well, yeah, but even then, it's like all they think about is toes. They're toe addicts.
These are zealots. These are fanatics.
They're toists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not deterred by your dragon form. They all strike you again. You feel 12 bats and clubs hit your skin, but they don't do any damage to you.
Okay.
As they continue pounding on you, and they start to show signs of looking nervous. Like they've now hit you several times. You don't appear to be relenting. 15 seconds of this combat has gone by. It's in total darkness too, and they've heard a lot of their friends start to die. You can see as you look through with your dark vision, morale starting to wilt.
Okay.
And signs of panic start to spread on their face.
I like it.
Diantalis, it's your turn. You can't hear anything.
Okay.
It's your turn, and also.
So I didn't think we would have to figure this out quite so soon, but I also really didn't expect this to go the way it has. What are we going to make the official rule for switching to Stanley mid-combat?
You've switched. Now you have to wait till sleep.
Okay. In that case, I am going to... Oh boy. Alright, let's just start picking off people I can see. I'm gonna peek around the piano here. I am going to use my bonus action to put a hex on that fellow right in front of me in just the sea of people.
Okay, is there a save for Hex, or does it just automatically apply?
It just applies.
Okay.
I'll tell you that I'm going to make him resistant to, or disadvantage to wisdom saves, but I don't think it's going to matter all that much, or wisdom ability checks.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to shoot him with a Eldritch Blast.
Okay, attack roll.
That is going to be a 24 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And for damage, that is going to be 9 damage, 9 force damage, 2 necrotic.
9 force damage. Okay, so you hit him with the Eldritch Blast. This stream of jet of light. It's a source of light, right? But it flickers as it careens through the darkness.
Is he dead? Because I told you the number wrong. I don't know if it matters.
No, you fry him.
Okay.
And there's just this pile of cinder and smoke as this black and charred corpse falls to the ground. 2 of the guys near him you see take notice and look around, but they can't see in the darkness as they continue running towards the light and towards Pharrell, the Pharrell and the dragon are the only ones in light that the Toe Rippers can see, and they're all making their way towards him.
All right.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Just duck back down behind the piano.
Okay. The brave, heroic adventurer hides behind the piano.
All
right. Perfect. So the rest of the Toe Rippers begin to move in on you, Varel. And they're around you, Nash, as they continue running towards you. And Varel, it will be your turn next. I'm just going to be moving stuff while you contemplate your next move.
And I do think, Bo, we may have to look it up a little more in depth after the show, but I do think that Thunderclap is an AoE.
Is it?
Yeah.
It usually specifies the size. It says range area 5 feet. So an area of 5 feet is 5 by 5.
But it's not an area of 5 feet. It's every target within range, and the range is 5 feet. So that would be every target within range of 5 feet of him. I basically Googled, is it an AoE, and they said it's an AoE.
That's the exact same dimensions as Thunderwave.
Yeah. The disadvantage is how weak it is. Because he could potentially just do 1 damage to all of them.
Yeah. It may be, and this be maybe more about me picking 2 spells that were too similar, which wouldn't be that shocking because I'm an idiot.
No, I wouldn't take that on yourself at all. I think it's inconsistent wording. I'm trying to be consistent with the wording. Right. The area is 5 feet, so it's 5 by 5. That's what they have written here. The area is not 15 by 15 feet, which is what it specifies in Thunderwave. You see south 15 feet.
And John, you took it to the Googler, and the Googler told you something else.
Yeah, but we can figure it out after the fact. I'm sure people will write in too, it's fine.
That's fine.
We can figure it out later.
Yeah, it's all
assuming
good.
you don't die.
Yeah, yeah.
Then it'll be a real tragedy.
The range of maybe where the sound can go is 5 feet of you, so you're correct on where the clap is placed. We may have placed it in the incorrect spot. That's where I could see the incorrect being, but the actual area is 5 by 5 feet. Okay, so Vorel, it's still your turn.
All right. Is the explosion light out, or is that created a fire?
It's created an explosion blast, and there's still the dim light remaining. Everything's happening in seconds, so yes, there's still a source of light. Longer light and fire.
Okay. Is my buttocks man struggling?
He's struggling in your arms, but he hasn't fought back. You still have a firm hold on him as a shield.
Okay.
Buttocks man.
Buttocks man.
Love it.
I would like to. Are the ones around me looking a little nervous too at this point?
I know they're coming at you with full intensity.
Ah, jeez.
Full fanatical intensity.
It's a sticky wicket
Keep
where
mind-
you are right now.
You can't really see them. You just know that you see shapes in the darkness. And
I mean, my screen's pretty bright at this point.
Yeah, well, there's the light of shadows as they run towards you from the light. It's dim light. It should mostly be dim light. It's dim light where you are. So there are brighter sources of light from where the fire has hit. But yeah.
I mean, would you let me do a helicopter attack with him?
I mean, like a spinning attack to hit everything around you?
Like if I spin fast enough, all his limbs go out in 4 directions and start hitting.
The sad reality of the situation is that your friends have immediately abandoned you, except for Nash. The cowards that they are have all run and hidden, except for Nash, who's your brother in arms fighting behind you. And you will have to remove their heads one at a time, whether it's 10 or 100. That's the reality of your situation. I know you're trying to think of a way out of it, but
Lemon tree.
Okay, so all right. Thank you. I am in the bone zone. I need to accept the bone zone.
what?
And
He's boned!
Is that what the bone zone is?
yeah,
Boned!
you banish me to the bone zone, and so in banishment of the bone zone, I am going to take the guy's buttocks, move the legs over so I got him on his back, and I'm just gonna start cracking his back over my shoulders.
I like it.
Oh, you like a piece of lumber that you're just snapping over the
Exactly,
back.
just
Like a
so
wrestling
I've got him thusly, like I'm carrying a large tired child out of Disney World.
Yep.
I'm gonna take this child and flip its legs up over my shoulders and just start, and just like start popping. Just start
right.
popping. I want this dude to scream.
No more
Strength,
toes.
strength check.
All right,
No toes for you.
No more magic
17.
kingdom.
All right, so you throw him on over your back and you crunch, and his spinal cord turns into Fruit Loops. And this loud, one of the loudest sounds in the world in this room. You crack it in half, and he goes, ah! And it makes the loudest sound possible. Diantalis even heard that through the you hear the yell.
I heard something.
Very weird.
all right. That was that was a reckless attack. It is full. Like I can't rage anymore. But this is a joyful death. I am absolutely eyes rolling up into the top of my head. I want to hear every sound coming out of this guy.
Yeah, and you may not have a rage, but you can still rage and be bloodlusty. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't mean you're tired. All right, perfect. You've killed him. I mean, he's not quite dead yet, but
I've still got him. Yeah.
It's a matter of seconds, really, without a spinal cord. His lungs are filling with fluid. Okay, Bok Bok is next. Inspired by a review, he goes, "Go do that!" And he's like, "The Lizard King, return! Huzzah!" in Goblin, and he punches the nearest guy in the dick, as you can see, and it connects, and he delivers a large clawed punch, so his thumb is out as he punches, and you just hear Torp go, "Oh!" And one of the shadowy lumps that's silhouetted over the fire in the background falls over. You don't see the punch that Bok Bok delivers, but you heard him yell his battle cry. Okay, Hope, your turn.
Okay, so I've got my machete. I'm gonna get my shotgun. What other weapons are in this thing? With a quick look.
I mean, anything that the party left behind. So the mace, the bear skull mace, the beholder tooth shield, the rapier diplomacy.
My staff's in there, right?
His staff is in there,
Yeah.
and I think also a dagger that Stanley left in there too, as
Yeah,
well
one
as
of-
your shotgun.
All right, cool. I'll grab diplomacy, and kind of store it through a belt loop, and then head out the door with my shotgun, ready to start taking them down one by one.
Okay, so I'll give you a free action for the shotgun. It's an action to pick up diplomacy, and you're on your way out the door. Okay, so you've moved out,
All right.
and you're there. All right, cool. Nash,
it.
your turn.
Okay. Wait, she went out? Like left the building?
No, she's back out in the hallway.
Oh, okay.
Can you
okay.
see what I've
Although
done?
Oh, there you are. Because I have
you
darkness. so I
can't leave
see.
to fight another day. That's technically on the table for Hope.
Okay, all right.
But she didn't leave.
So I can't.
Although you don't know. You don't know if you can't see. You don't know.
I can't cast enlarge because I'm out of slots, right? I guess I could convert.
You have your full complement of sorcery points, which you can convert to spell slots.
I'm gonna do that. but I forgot how to do it.
Where does you have 4 sorcery points?
I don't know where they are. I
Okay,
forget.
so it costs you a number of sorcery points equal to the level of the spell you want a slot for. So you can use 2 sorcery points to create 1 slot of the second level, if that's what you want to do.
That's what I want to do. Yeah.
Yeah, they're under actions, under the main actions all. You can see sorcery points.
Oh, there it is.
So.
Okay.
Cool. All right, you're going to cast Enlarge?
Yeah, I'm going to cast Enlarge on Varel. He's in a bad place, and I would like to assist him. It's our lemon tree commitment to one another. So...
Okay.
I'm going to cast that on Varel, and he only has to accept it.
Okay, and you have Dark Vision as a dragon, so you can't see him to target him.
I can totally see him. Yep.
Okay. Yep. All right. So Varel, all of a sudden, you don't see him cast it. All of a sudden, you feel your muscles just go, "Rrr!" and the guy you have that you're crushing doesn't grow any bigger, so he just gets crushed into a pulp between you as your arms and limbs grow big and he bursts into 2 different pieces, and this giant waterfall of blood and flesh and bone trickles down your neck as you go. Double the size, not even double the size of what you were, but 3 times the size of a lot of the people that are facing you down, the toe rippers that are in front of you, and you double in size to front. And then you crush the people who are underfoot from you. Let me just get rid of them. As you grow in size, there's no space for them because toe rippers crowd all around you, and they push up and bunch up into each other, and other toe rippers like take hits maybe intended for you, but they hit their allies, and you hear the sounds of just violent mosh pit around you, and then you go and stand, and your head hits the ceiling, and the ceiling begins to splinter somewhat as you almost burst through. Okay,
Awesome.
Nash.
My turn ends with whatever kind of grin my black dragon wormling can make. I make it in his direction, and I yield the rest of my time.
Yeah, you can say something to him if you want.
I go, show them how shitty their addiction to toes are.
Stanley, your turn. Or Diantalis, your turn. Excuse me.
Let's see here.
You can actually see. Can you hope? Do you have line of sight on?
I
Oh,
can't
maybe.
see Stanley on
No,
this.
Yeah,
no, you guys can't see each other, so you don't know that diplomacy is coming.
Nope, that's fine. I have line of sight on Blunk Oliver, though, right?
50 feet out, you do.
Alright, I'm gonna move my Hex to Blunk Oliver.
Gotcha.
And I am going to fire an Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay.
That's going to be a 21 to hit.
Roll your damage dice.
That's going to be 12 force damage to necrotic.
Okay, so as you go to you fire it out to him, and the wheelchair explodes with electric energy, throwing him from the wheelchair onto the ground. He goes, and he starts convulsing, and he falls to the ground behind the wheelchair.
Alright, I bravely duck back down behind the piano, and
Yeah.
that's my turn.
Hiding behind a piano, letting his friends fight everything, and hits the guy in the wheelchair.
You know, I'm not a hero.
Diantalis.
You know your
Yeah.
strengths.
That's
I-
fine.
I'm just recapping your turn because I found it amusing.
That's
I do
Diantalis.
have an AoE spell, but I don't trust you'd let it be AoE. So I'm gonna just have to hide back here.
All right. So you shock the crippled lizard folk.
Yep.
Whose turn is it? Okay, so it's now time for the toe rippers to continue moving. Nash, a bunch of attacks are taking place against you.
Great. That's what I like.
Your AC is 17, right?
Mm-hmm. Nervous about this.
Yeah, because you'll have to roll a save for your concentration on the enlarge.
Yeah.
It does connect. Halfway done, no hits so far. Okay, there's a hit.
It's like watching little kids hit a pinata.
Yeah.
It's just not moving.
12 more hits on you. Bam, 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 bam. Only one of them gets through. It gets stuck in your eye. And then dragon form, your red eye is like larger, so it's like, ah! Shit! You take 5 points of damage from it.
Oh my gosh. I don't even
Now
want to
remember,
tell
you're
you.
using a separate health pool. You took 16
No, I know.
before.
I know. I just don't want to be knocked out of this form. Okay, 5
Okay.
damage. I'm left
Yep,
with...
and now I need you to roll a saving throw. Do you remember what it is, John? What stat is the saving throw?
It is.
Concentration?
Oh, geez, what's the rule? It depends on the amount of damage. I think it has to be either higher or lower than a 10 if it doesn't exceed that amount of damage. I don't know.
Honestly,
I'd
like
have
the
to look
search
it up.
feature on D&D Beyond used to be good and get me what I wanted, and now it's like pulling teeth.
I'll see if I can find it.
It's on roll 20 spells. Sorry, guys.
It's all good.
We always forget to do this. I want to do it right.
It's all good.
Concentration. Taking damage. Whenever you take damage while you're concentrating, you must make a con save to maintain it. The DC equals 10 or half the damage you take. So whichever is higher. So 10. You have to roll higher than 10. You can add your constitution modifier to the roll.
Oh, I can. Okay.
Your save modifier.
Whew.
So +5 for you.
So...
Oh wait, it's yeah.
So +5 plus my modifier.
That's your modifier.
All right, so I did it. That's 14 total.
Okay, excellent. You save, so you get to maintain Varel's size.
Oh my lord.
All right. Varel, when you enlarge someone, do attacks have disadvantage on them, Nash? Do you know?
I don't think so.
Part of being big.
I don't
No,
know.
the only text here is I have strength advantage. If I had weapons, they would grow with me to match my new size. I occupy that new size area.
And you deal
And-
extra 1d4. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no.
Okay, so
no disadvantage.
they can all still see you decently, so that's... you're also now subject to 12 attacks. Your AC is 16, right?
14. I don't have my shield.
Okay. You again, they hit you, knocking your scales. You're like but 4 attacks make it through. You take 15 points of damage.
All right.
All right. So as you grow larger, they're like with renewed vigor. They try to bring you down. They're like and they hit you. How many hit points do you have left? Just out of curiosity.
16.
Oh boy! All right, so they hit you. Now this time the shaman, for the first time, seeing that you're actually putting a dent in their army and getting a little worried, begins to cast a spell. And you guys can all see this, I think, for the most part. He casts a spell. It looks like he goes up. He runs through the crowd, cutting through the torp. Says, "Get out of my way!" Running through, and he gets up to Blunkolifer. He casts a spell on him as he's lying on the ground, and you see this coating of this magical blue light exit his hand and coat his body, and shing, and he seems to have this glow, not a source of light, but definitely something surrounding his body. You're not quite sure what it is.
Can I do
As he
any?
casts the spell.
I know we're still in ordered combat, but before it even gets to me, I just want to ask now: Can I do like an Arcana check from this distance to even find out?
Okay, yeah, I'm not sure how to handle this because I always make everything a mystery because I'm like, it's a new thing we haven't seen in the campaign. What is it?
Yeah.
It looks like something to increase his armor.
Okay. I mean, that's what I assumed anyway. But
It would increase. It would be a mage, not mage armor. Oh, does mage armor? Does that actually work? Does
it's
that
like
do
a
the right thing?
mage bubble.
No, you touch a willing creature. That's right. So he puts mage armor onto Blunkolifer. All right, as well as because you can kind of see him now, the skinny foreman-looking monk guy with the unicorn toe on his head uncrosses his arm and starts cutting his way through the crowd and heads towards the dragon to take you on. Okay, Varel, it's your turn. Sorry, Varel.
Cool. What you said? I hit the roof and it crumbled a little bit.
Yeah, your head's like just kind of into the roof.
What's on the roof? You said there were spotlights and whatnot, right?
There's spotlights up there, so you see these sort of rafters where lights are hung from it, and so there's wires running. You see some sort of ventilation shafts. As there's like a building up top. This is the bottom floor of a building that you've entered into the nightclub. Yeah, and it's otherwise it sort of seems to be made out of wood. Some parts of they're painted to be black.
Is there any steel beam sort of business that I could pull down and have collapse in a
Yeah,
line
like a nightclub, you might find some steel beams with those kinds of lights that you ever set up a theater thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's like a row of those just near you, within arm's reach, with spotlights for the stage.
All right, cool. Would you be willing to give me a doodle, or can I rip them down and make them fall on top of the below occupants?
Yep. So you want a sense of where they are.
Yeah.
Okay. I need a pipe.
I mean, basically, I don't want to crush Bok Bok in this sort of line if that's where it's located in my area.
Let's say your pipe is like here.
Oh dear.
Hey, you're laying pipe.
Yep. And there's like a second pipe, maybe.
I love it. His reaction's like, yeah.
Yep, I am.
I'm laying pipe.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you for doing that. If I pull down that one, it'll hit Nash. I don't want to hit... And Bok Bok. Perfect. Okay. All right, friendly fire. Let's do a... Oh, the shaman's back there. Okay, there's the monk. I want to get to the monk. Now that my increased size, can I trample, or shall I...
You can't walk through people just with the... I know you want to Godzilla it through everybody.
Yeah.
You'd have to, like, pick them up. You have advantage on strength checks, so your ability to pick people up is facilitated.
Okay. Nash breath attacks. I Bowser him in a circle around me. All right.
Could be done.
What I want to do then is take out. I'm gonna move towards Nash for somebody back to backage. So I want to get here eventually, but because of combat limitations, I'll attack one guy at a time.
Okay.
And I will hit this guy here to open my path of destruction towards Nash.
Okay. Attack roll.
Okay. 11.
Okay, and roll your damage dice.
7.
Okay, so you can punch him with force. Would you punch him up, or would you crush him into a pulp?
Oh, I'd bring down a big meat fist on top.
All right, you bring down a big meat fist and punch him into the ground, and you crush him orp style into the floor.
All right. Body language wise, I'm Donkey Konging one fist in front of the other and making my way that direction. So everyone around me would be able to read. This is my path of destruction.
All right, you can actually, if you walk, you can actually push the crowd, though. Like, you can walk into them and knock them. I think we can do that. I get what you're saying because you can't really move, but I just push people back without taking any damage. You know what I mean? Like, do you intend to move? Yeah.
Yeah, what I want to do is go back to back with Nash here.
All right, yeah. So you just like you don't do any damage. They either move out of the way of you, or they just like crowd around. And sort of mill back as you push them aside. I don't think that requires any strength check on your part. You're just walking.
Cool.
Walking there. They don't have you landlocked, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Sounds good.
So you sort of push the crowd. There's a sea still of figures that you can see in the light. The light from the fire here begins to dim. You can't see it as much. Okay, so you cut through the sea of bodies.
This is very Indiana Jones. Get her back to back.
Bok Bok. Bok Bok, you hear, no, don't leave me! As you start to walk away, and he cuts his way through legs. No time for love, Dr. Jones! As he runs through and takes up on your side in the rear.
He'd be
And then he
welcome
gets-
between my legs.
Oh, okay. All right, perfect. He
space
walks in
there.
between. He's standing in between. No, where'd he go?
Oh, he's under me.
Yeah. So
Or
he,
he can climb
so
on
he-
me.
He's on your
well,
nose.
it's just so we can see him. It's more of a visual help that you can see where he is. And he begins to light up a stick of dynamite under you, and you feel like something on your crotch area as he's sort of like lifting it up and being like, "Here, give." It's more on your leg. You start tapping your leg. I guess he wouldn't reach your crotch area.
Fresh crotch
You
area.
have a lick. You have a lit stick of dynamite between your legs.
Cool. Noted.
Hope, it's your turn.
Noted.
All right, because I still have that voice boom thing from the
Yeah.
thaumaturgy active, I'll yell in Draconic, Stanley, come and get your weapon. And then I'll take aim at the guy right behind the lizard and fire my shotgun.
Okay, roll your attack roll.
It's 21.
Okay. Oh, and you have the booming voice. All right, roll your damage dice for.
Looks like it's going to be 9 damage.
All right, so you shoot him in the back of the head as they're sort of pulling back away from the scene that's happening and walking. They don't know that you were there. You shoot him in the back of the head, and blood spills all over Blunk Oliver, who's convulsing on the ground. and the shaman looks up at you, and the everyone here turns around to face you.
Cool.
And they pull back, and they pull Blunk Oliver's body back to protect him from you.
All right, and then I'll back up a little bit into what I assume is darkness.
Well, it's darker there. It is darkness there. Yes. Let me just see if they can see in there or not.
Okay,
No,
cool. So what I'll do is I'll have a little smile on my face because they can see me, and then slowly back into the darkness, and then take the corner around one step up the stairs that we entered down from.
Okay, so I'm
So
just
they
going to
can't
do a
see
quick
me.
check. I'm just going to do a quick check to see what their vision is. Hang on.
Okay.
That's sight. Yeah, they can't see you. They can't
Okay.
see you there. So this guy's dead actually, but they can't. Yeah, you're in darkness.
Cool.
All right, Nash, your turn.
Hmm.
Oh, before we do that, sorry, one
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
You have a booming voice, so Stan or Diantalis, you do actually hear through the.
Okay, that was gonna be my first question
Yeah,
when it got
yeah.
to my turn. Was
You
if I
hear
heard it.
you hear a booming demonic voice go, "Was it Stanley? Come get your gun!" Like in that Evil Dead kind of Dead by Dawn voice.
His
It's just
sword. Yeah.
like, oh yeah, come get your sword! You hear it, just it's a crazy voice, and you know it's Hope. Okay, Nash, your turn.
The devil herself.
One day.
Yeah, one day. That's what I'm hoping for. All right. Jeez Louises. I don't know what to do here that I haven't done. Because they'll just keep coming in wave after wave no matter what I do. So,
Remember, I said I was going to test your abilities this week.
yeah, but... Okay, hold on now. Now that you're saying something like that. I mean, how often can I use Acid Breath? 5 or 6 turns, it says? I'm good.
No, you're a dragon. You can use it every turn.
Oh.
It says recharge on a 5 or a 6. Yeah, I'm just going to say you can use that every turn. You don't have to recharge.
All right. Well, I want to use that again.
It's a monster stat block. Technically, at the start of your turn, you're supposed to roll a d6 to see if it recharges.
Uh-huh.
And it recharges on a 5 or a 6.
Oh. Should I
we'll
be
say
doing that?
it's been a number of turns, so I'll say it's recharged. But
Okay.
you should be re-rolling at the start of your turn to recharge it.
All right. I'm going to use it. And
Okay.
it covers three spaces, right? So let's...
That's right, yeah.
Gonna do... let's do this row right here that's out from me. I can't... Sorry. This.
Here's the line.
Yeah. Would like to kill...
Perfect.
Would like to take
Okay.
on all 3 of those chuckleheads.
So it's a saving throw on my part, I believe.
It is.
11, 14, sorry. All right, you hit all of them. 5d8 acid damage on all of them.
5d8 acid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
21 is my
Holy
initial
crap,
roll.
that's good. That's good.
Should I
all
do
right.
it for all 3? You can just call that the average.
You kill all three of them as the acid splashes on them and their faces melt, just exposing their skulls, and they go, ah! And,
I don't know what that... There's a door opening. Sorry, I made a door sound. I didn't mean to.
okay, and as you kill 5 more of them, 1 second, let me just get rid of these guys. Or 3 more of them. You kill 3 more of them as the fire spreads out. And acid melts the floor around it.
Alright, sweet. More like toe... enjoy shitting out your toes! And then I stop.
Alright, Nash, or to Diantalis, your turn.
All right, I will fire an Eldritch Blast at, I guess, this guy over by the door.
Yeah, I see him.
That dude.
Roll an attack roll.
That is not great. That's going to be a 12 to hit.
Okay, 12 to hit. Roll your damage dice.
Sweet. That's going to be 12 damage to him.
All right, you fry him. Another crack of light comes off, and this time it catches the attention of nearby toe rippers as they turn around to look towards you. You start to notice that they see your attacks fly from behind the piano.
All right, that's it.
Okay, toe ripper time. So they notice and they start heading your direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As people on stage move up and close the distance around you, one of them jumps on top of the piano and is like, "Hurrah!" Oh no!
When they first saw him, did they go... Did that happen?
Yes.
Okay.
They're like, "Rory," as they run up on stage and try and get close to you. As they see the attacks come from here, 3 attacks are made against you in darkness. They've gone to the source of origination, so they're not quite sure. They can't see you there, but they've seen where the light has come from on 2 occasions this time, so they do roll with disadvantage. Your AC is 16, I believe.
15.
15. Okay, they all miss as they hit the piano, and you hear dong, dong, kind of through the sound. Again, you can see them, but you can't really hear it as they hit around you, and you kind of hide behind it. And you know that they can't exactly see you, but they know that you're there because you have to shuffle around to dodge, so they hear your shuffling. Varel, they close in again on you and make a series of attacks. Here it's easier. AC's 15, right?
14.
Okay. You're hit with 2 of the hits. 8 points of damage. As 2 sticks come in. And, is there a reduction in damage because you're a giant man?
No.
That's
only
shrink,
raging.
maybe. Oh, okay. And Nash, now that you have your backs to each other, there's less opportunity for you to be hit, and there's less people hitting you this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so you're hit once.
Oh.
All right, you take 8 points of damage.
Shit!
Punch comes in again. 8 puts you to...
It knocks... I'm dead in that form. I'm now back to my 34 human form.
34. Yep, just enough to get you. Also, we need a concentration save.
Hold on. Alright. Wait, does it count as... I'm not in that form anymore, so I don't get the bonus, do I? That I got before.
What bonus?
I don't remember.
No, you get the bonus. Your constitution is like +5.
It's +3.
+5 to your saving throw.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I think maybe we use your base character.
That's what I'm
saving
asking,
throw.
yeah. Okay, so that's what you're saying.
All right, we'll let it ride. So
17 with a 3 modifier.
Okay, so you maintain your concentration on the enlarged spell as you shrink down, and they hit you, but don't close it on you because that was part of their actions. And more people move in. Okay. Yeah, that's their turn. Hope actually they're gonna one of them adventures down to the road and looks for you, and you sort of breathe quietly.
Okay.
Actually, two of them do, so they look to defend Blood Gollifer, but they don't see you.
Okay.
But you see them completely with your dark vision. Okay, that's them. The door also bursts open. That you can hear. No, sorry, it doesn't burst open. The door creaks open, and Diantalis, you can see this from the side as Fengo Rebish walks in from one of the doors. And he looks over to you and he goes, you can see him go as he motions over to you. He's like, come here.
I can watch you two do that all day.
This is all you can hear or see.
Audio listeners, you really should see this.
He's miming words to you as he's like trying to talk to you. Okay. He's like it's what's clear though, he's communicating for you to come this way. Varel, it's your turn. You also see Fengo at the corner of your eye. There's enough light, I believe. Do you see it? Wait a second.
I barely see him.
You barely see him, but you do see movement over there, and you see Fengo, the guy who invited you here in the first place, come out motioning to Diantalis.
So Diantalis is surrounded, and he's like, "Hey, come on."
Yeah, just come here.
Like,
just come walking through
just
these
walk
guys.
away.
Through the legs.
That's a DM trap right there. Take attacks of opportunity. Come here.
Yeah.
You're a over 6 foot individual. Just head over here.
When you let me wade through them, I didn't impose attacks of opportunity.
No, I gave it to you because you're a
Okay.
giant man, and it's part of being a giant man is going like, "Ah!" And I gave you some free movement.
Cool. Could I pick up Nash and Bok and run?
You could.
I would like to do so.
You would have the strength to do so, and you don't have to grapple them, so it's willing. Nash would be your action. You can also interact with an object for free as a free action, so you can pick up both. I let you pick up both.
Cool.
Grab. Yep.
All right. So you're gonna. Oh wait, hang on. You're gonna let me take an action. Okay, hang on. Because that would be only my movement speed isn't increased, so
No.
I would only be able to get to there. And what I want to do is get to there. So I'm gonna do a hop on, drop the dynamite, bok.
I'm glad you remembered the dynamite, because that was going to be funny.
And that's a okay, so free action, you let me pick up one of them?
Yeah, free action, you can pick up one of them.
Okay. I'm going to scoop up Nash into my hand,
Okay.
tell Bok to get rid of the dynamite and hop on, and as a reaction, when Bok gets on, I will move the 60 feet running straight through that door.
Oh, you're going to do it as a reaction, because his turn's after yours. Gotcha. Okay, Nash, you're being picked up. Do you resist it?
No. I trust the big
You
yellow
get scooped up in a
beast.
giant lizard hand.
Yeah.
And let's see here. Okay, so we end the turn. Bok turn starts. So he's got the dynamite up, and you tell him to climb on.
Mm-hmm.
So he just throws the dynamite behind him. He doesn't aim it. He just ditches it behind him.
Perfect.
And he jumps up on top of you, triggering your turn. So now you can continue, Varel. You want to move 30 feet to...
Yeah, do the full action.
Oh, it's a full dash.
Yeah.
As
60
you
feet
bump
through
people out of the
door.
way. Okay, Fengo gets out of the way. So I moved your dude. You've got Nash in hand and Bok who's climbed. Bok's on your calf. He basically climbed onto your calf, and you've got
Yeah.
like this calf thing attached to you. You bump a ton of you bump the toe rippers out of the way. Poof, 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 as they go, oh, and they still have difficulty seeing where they're going. You make it through the door, and you see Fengo noticing you is large. It's going to be hard to get through the door. You have to get on your hands and knees, so it's difficult terrain.
Well, I didn't practice it, but I did learn how to baseball slide. Can I slide?
Oh, I love
Baseball
it.
practice today.
Good
Yeah.
point.
You baseball slide. I need a sliding check, please.
Okay, what is that in the baseball?
It's a Constitution. You add your Constitution modifier.
Okay, all right.
They have this in that new Call of Duty slide. It's pretty good.
7.
All right. So you go to slide to base with Bok and Nash. Nash is in your hand, Bok's on your calf, and as you go to slide, Bok's sort of on the underside. He's going as he gets slid through, and you go to slide through, and you've misjudged the size of your body completely, and you sort of explode open the wall where the door. The door is like made for normal sized people to go through. So there's this giant lizard shaped hole as you go. And bust through the drywall and wood of the door. So you make it through, but now the door can't close anymore. However, it's not illuminated down here, so I think your dudes are not. The toe rippers are still reacting from you dashing in this direction. Okay, so I think that's everything that you had to accomplish, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you've run off into the darkness. Stanley, you see this. Hope, you see Nat. You see this. Actually, you don't see this at all. You don't know that
No.
that's happening. Okay, well, it's your turn. So,
Okay,
What are
well, I
you doing?
see. Well, I guess I hear crazy explosions, and I'm gonna assume some more dynamite's gone off.
you
but
definitely heard a wall shatter.
Hope will shake her head a little bit, but she's got that prey in front of her, so she's
Yeah.
ever so quietly gonna get her machete out and try and do a quick throat stab.
With advantage.
16.
So you're stabbing with the machete, or you slut? You don't really stab with a machete, right? Or using the.
Oh yeah, I guess you kind of have.
You can
so-
use the rapier. You have the rapier in hand, don't you?
That's true, and I guess it is a finesse. Yeah.
It's a stabby weapon, and it's a finesse
Okay.
weapon.
Cool. So I'll do it with the rapier then, just in and out, real quiet, real quick kill.
Yep, and you do it, and you hear, and the guy next to him goes, "Whoa!" and looks around. And he's like,
I hold my breath.
and he swings wildly in the air. Stealth, make stealth roll.
21.
Okay, he can't find you. He sort of swings around as his friend drops to the ground, and he looks for you. Okay, Nash, your turn. You are in Varel's hands.
Did we miss Stanley? No. Why did I think
Well,
we missed
Stanley slash Diantalis is hanging out by the.
I mean
piano.
Diantalis, but I thought we missed his turn. Did we not miss his turn? No?
Nope.
Okay. I'm not gonna do anything. I mean, I'm with Varel, right?
Yeah, Varel's got you. He's carrying you.
I'm not gonna do anything.
Yeah, well, I baseball slid, so I've kind of got him like teddy bear style.
You're
on
being
my
held like a
chest.
baby.
So as I slid on my back through the wall there, and you'd be able to see over my shoulder out the back door into the room.
Okay. Let me think about this for a second. They all know we came in here, right? Like they saw this.
They saw the direction you're running. Yeah, there's enough light, but they can't see you currently. You're in darkness.
And I don't.
Oh,
think
you
I
don't
can
have
see
dark
them.
vision anymore.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be able to see any.
I can't see 'em either.
fix your vision.
But I do know. What direction it is, right? Where we came from, or am I going to be able to know that?
I mean, yeah, you know which way you're headed. Like,
Okay.
anything you can see, like your light should be updated so that you can kind of see your general area, and you can see the light sources from the room you were just in.
I'm gonna wildly just throw a fireball bolt into what is now darkness for me, but I know is the direction of the room full of idiots. So I'd like to toss that in there, please.
Wait, the direction you're heading or the direction you're coming
The
from?
direction we're coming from. So to the
Yeah,
rear.
you can see dudes from there. So
Oh, I can?
roll an attack roll.
All right, so
yeah,
let's-
isn't that what you're seeing right now on your map?
I can, but I thought you hadn't changed it. So if you changed it, then
yeah,
I guess
it's
you can.
your lighting's updated now to
Okay.
change your normal vision. You don't
So the
have
guy
dark
I'm gonna
vision
kill or shoot, sorry, is this dude there,
anymore. Okay.
and
Roll your attack roll.
it is a 12. Yeah, 12 to hit.
Okay, so you hit them in the back of the head. Roll your damage dice.
1d4. No, 1d6, right? Wait.
I don't remember.
I don't remember. Either.
Firebolt.
It's been so long.
Firebolt. 1d10.
1d10. Oh, I was way off. All right. 5.
It's a hit. As your firebolt, you go, phew, and the firebolt hits him in the back of their head and just explodes, and his head splinters into a bunch of pieces, and he falls to the ground. And you kill one on your way out.
Nice.
Okay, perfect. Diantalis,
All right.
you're now hiding near a piano with a bunch of toe rippers looking to try and find you. They know you're there, but they can't zero in on your exact location. And also,
I am going to cast Sword Burst, which I assure you is an
jeez,
AoE.
what's that?
It is an AoE attack.
Okay.
And
How are you doing for spell slots?
this is an at will. This
Okay.
is a cantrip. I'm out of spell slots.
Okay. Sword burst.
Is the answer.
Yep. Mhm.
Every creature within 5 feet must make a Dex 15 save or take 1d6 force damage.
Momentary circle spectral blades that sweep around you within range. Oh, see, this is range area 5 feet.
It has basically
And
the exact
It,
same text.
yeah, it
as
has the exact
Thunderclap.
same thing, and it applies to everything around you.
Yes.
Each creature within 5 feet.
The reason I know it's AoE is if it was just 5 feet, why would it say each creature?
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, dexterity saving throws.
Yep, 15.
Do you confer any disadvantage on them or no?
I don't think so. I mean, it's dark. I don't know if they would be able to see it coming. I don't know if that impacts their ability to dodge out of the way.
I think they see spectral blades, though, right?
Yeah, I think they would glow.
illuminate.
They'd probably glow.
Okay, none of them safe.
Okay.
Each take d6
5 damage.
Perfect. All right, so they take 5 damage each. The spectral blades swing forth from out of you, and it's like they entered into them like ghosts. But as they exit, wounds open up and slices through them, and they go, "Ah! What's going on? Ah! Ah!" And you can hear over your the screams of like,
Wow.
as they all sort of drop down behind you amidst a circle of swords, and this one guy who was running towards you takes a step back, and they kind of back up a little bit from you.
And I will casually walk to the doorway.
Okay, you'll casually walk. Very good. You walk here. That's a wall, so let's get you in there.
Yeah, there. There we
You can
go.
walk. You have a more square movement, so you can.
Yeah, we'll go there.
Was a wall.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So now you've all disappeared from view from them, and you hear, "Where'd they go? Where are they? Find them now!" As the light source of the fire begins to dim down a bit, and you're not quite sure what's going on in there. They're like, "Blancolifer's been hit. We must protect him. You two, go find them. Follow that direction. You two, head over there." As they sort of search around, try and figure out where you go, you see 2 dudes start to approach cautiously here, but they're not within. They can't see. So anyone with dark vision, you can kind of see them getting closer, but they have no sight. It's getting dark out in there, so you just see them approaching, feeling out with their hands and looking around, trying to figure out where you went to. Yeah. Okay, Varel, it's your turn.
Cool. The dynamite hasn't gone off, right?
Not yet.
Okay.
Did he drop it or did he bring it with him?
No,
He
he
went
threw it
like
over
this.
his shoulder.
He went-
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was just panicking for a moment. I was like, is he still holding it?
I will. Still giant. I will try to stealthily place down Nash in front of me
Okay.
and kind of roll myself over on all fours and start to continue to crawl while giant in this new place.
Okay. And where do you crawl to?
Well, I can only see in a 5-foot radius around me. So
Yeah.
how
Do you move forward? Do you stand sentry?
I would do.
You can pick up your dude and move him around. We'll move Nash out of your way here.
Do I get to go at 5 at a time, and if I hit a wall, you're gonna XCOM
Yep.
Overwatch me?
That's right.
Okay. All right. Well,
2, 3.
is that an enemy or is that a friend?
That's 15. That's Fengo. I'll just
Okay.
move him. He's moving around you.
All right, and I'll stop there.
Okay. Perfect. Bok also runs in. He has goblins have dark vision, right? Right, everyone?
They have fresh vision. It's fresh.
Fresh.
Rash vision.
Yeah.
Goblin.
Freshest vision.
Okay. Yeah, they do have dark vision, so he can actually see where he's going. So he says, Vorel, follow! Follow Bok! And he runs 1, 2, 3. He runs this way towards the door that he can see. Fengo sort of responds, says, yes, please head that way. Head that way now.
I don't
All
see
right.
anyone saying they're doing these things.
Follow the Bok.
Me either. I'm in the
I will
dark.
attempt to listen where they went.
All right.
Where they talk from.
Fengo looks to you on your hands and knees, and he reaches out his hand. You feel a hand sort of reach up for yours, and he takes your hand. He's like, "I'll lead you this way, Mr. Vorel. Is there any way to make him small again? Make him his normal size, Nash."
Can I do that?
So we can go to normal. We don't have to do turn order anymore because they're kind of looking for you, but we could re-engage combat, except for Hope is still in combat.
In that case, as soon as I would be able to, I would. I don't know if she's within range because I can't see her, but I would attempt to send Hope to cast message to Hope. It has 120 foot feet. Foot
You have to see. You don't have to see that person, do you, or
It
not?
doesn't say it.
We sent it to
Um,
downstairs pooping Nash as well. So
Yeah,
there is a
but,
pooping precedent.
Oh, so messages at will. Cool. You point
Yeah.
your fingers towards your You have to point it towards a creature within range and whisper a message.
I know generally she was up by that room because I saw her shooting.
You can
people.
cast the spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier. Okay, so it looks like you have to know where they are, but it's loose. You don't actually have to have physical line of sight on them. But if you send the message there in a direction that you guess and they're not there, it won't reach them, I guess is the deal.
Okay,
Then it
that's
might hit
fine.
an
So I
enemy.
would just attempt it.
All right, well, just paint an arrow in what direction you think you want to send the message.
Send it in that direction. You see that, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Okay.
I see it.
All right, what's the message you send?
I would just say, Hope, we are leaving through a southern exit. I'm assuming this is south.
Sure.
By the stage. Try to get to us. And that's it.
Okay, you pick up the message, Hope.
Okay.
Just barely.
And then I
Like
would
it has
start
bad
moving
reception.
this way.
Bad reception.
Okay, you move that way. Yep. So it's free action, so we're not doing turns. As long as these guys they're looking around. They're slowly coming after you, though. You don't have a lot of. It's still in seconds. Like they're still heading this direction to look around. So Fengo takes your hand. Nash? Do you break the spell as Fengo requested, or do you keep them large? It lasts a minute, so it won't last much longer.
I'm gonna go ahead and release my concentration on it and let it fail. Let it go.
Okay. So you're now normal size, and Fengo takes your hand and leads you down this way.
I'll
you
limp
guys run
along with
towards
him.
the door. All right, and there's a door here. Nash,
Can
you can't see either,
Can you
right?
give me just for the viewers? Can you give me like not normal vision, but like kind of the darker dragon stuff you gave me before? The kind of
No.
Oh,
You have no vision, so you can't see right now. It's dark
all
in
right.
there.
Sorry, viewers. You don't get to see.
Yep. So Stanley could take your hand and guide you, or guide
Yeah,
Talos
I'll
could.
grab Nash.
Okay. So we move. I'm going to move you guys towards the door. So as you see, you get closer to the door. Let me open up the door here.
As I grab him, I'll just say, "Come, Nash. We wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you."
Okay. So you
I
guys
think
get-
I got a toe in my mouth in there.
Quietly.
Oh,
Yeah. So you guys all get into the room.
I think I ate a toe.
All right. Now let me close the door behind you. 1 second. Oh, I can't grab it. That's what she said.
Too small.
Don't make me laugh. I'm trying to trace.
Too small and tiny.
All right, so I close the door and I'll throw one of Fango lights up a little torch so that you guys can see. Put that in there. Now, can you see a little better?
Oh, yeah, there we go.
I think I put on the wrong layer though. One sec. We light up a little torch here. Where's the torch? There it is. Can you guys see the light from it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. It lights up a little torch in the room. And you see Angela, she's in there along with another number of other performers, singers, instrumentalists. Fingo gets in there, and his accent changes suddenly. He says, "All right, I have a way out. I'm so sorry I invited you here under these circumstances, but I'm glad you're still living. Please follow me." And he walks towards the desk. He opens up the desk, and you hear him flick a switch, and the wall in the back begins to open up, and he's like, "I know, I've got a back door that's a way out of here. We can escape quickly. Follow me." And he opens up the back door, lets you in through a back door into this cavernous type area. Do you follow?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So there you go. It's opened up now. You should be able to see it. So everybody gets in.
Yeah, look at that.
Bok's like, everyone gets in. Come on now, Nash.
Can
Gets
you
in.
hold on? I'm in the dark again. Hold on a second.
Oh wait, can you not see the
No, I
torch
got
light?
it. There we go. Yeah, it went away as soon as you moved us out.
Yeah. All right. Perfect. So everyone moves into the thing. I'm going to close it up, and boom. And you're all now in this small room with torchlight. And Fango is like, "It was a massacre out there." And then you hear as the ground shakes and some explosion goes off from dynamite far away. We're just going to go back to Hope for a second. You're still in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
And there's that guy flailing about, and he's like, "I know you're there, bitch. Come out.
Yeah,
Come out where I
try
can
to-
fight you. I'm going to take your
You
toes."
try to sneak by somebody, and then they say something like that. So I crit him. I attack. It's a 19, but that's one of those critical.
You're a champion, so you crit on a 19.
Yep. All right. So
Alright.
this is with the Stanley's sword as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's going to do 13 points of damage. And I just want to get him, right in the gut, like as many organs as possible. Really make him feel it.
Mm.
You can do more than one. I'll give you more than one. Do you want more
Okay.
than one?
Awesome. Awesome. And as he dies, I hope he's looking in my face, and I'll just go, shh.
Okay. You just hear him go, as he begins skewered with holes. He's like, "Oh, no, I'll find you." And he swings, and you're just like, shh, in your loud, booming voice, because you still have your
Still
phone.
going.
Shh. He's just like, "Oh my god." And you stab him, and he drops to the ground, and you're now, having received the message, you're free to leave, or you're free to stay and keep fighting.
That's true. Well, what I'll do, having heard the message, is I'll try to sneak to the back to see if I can find where they went.
Okay. Roll a stealth check, please.
Man, I'm killing these. A 23.
Okay, so as you enter into the room, you hear the muffled voices of men talking as they're trying to find out where he is. Check on Blunk Oliver, see if he's okay. He's taking quite a bit of damage as you sneak through. And you see, as you get closer and closer, you walk to that door that's southerly. Can you see that it's open?
Yes.
You can. Okay, so you walk through the door, move yourself through the door, and you see two men looking around in this what it's like a chamber for where the performers would go. There's like dressing table there's makeup, there's clothing on a coat rack, there's all kinds of things in this room for when the performers are off stage. It's a green room basically. And there's two toe rippers looking around in the dark trying to find where you are. There's also a door towards the back. You got to be careful where you move or they're going to see you.
Okay. And then the door that I
have their
came
backs
through
to you.
has clearly been destroyed. There's no way to
Yeah,
shut it.
there's the
okay?
shape of Vorel in the door.
I'll wait quietly and see if they leave.
Okay.
I'll give them some time.
Stealth check again, please.
17.
Okay, so they open up a door that off to the side, and they move down that way. And now
While
you're
this
alone.
is going on, knowing that I told Hope to come down to this room, I don't know if I'll hear anything, but I have my ear pressed against the door to hear if I can hear any sounds coming in.
Okay. Yeah. So you keep your ear pressed against the door, and hope now that the door is open, you can move through here. You move into what appears to be an office, like a back room, with nothing. There's nothing in it except for you. Now, Stanley,
right.
you do hear the motion.
Okay, I'm gonna try and once again in a viscerally direction, remembering the layout of the other room, I'll send another message and say, Hope, is that you? And you can respond. I guess I should
Yes.
tell her that.
Yes, Stanley. Yes.
Open the door, let her in.
Fingo goes. Okay. He nods. And he lets the door open.
I'll quickly get inside.
All right, the door closed, and you're now all in a small cavernous room together. And Fingo says, "Okay, just give me a minute. I've got to figure out what it is I have to do here to get it open." And he looks through, and he's like, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!" And he digs through part of the cavern wall as he's looking for something. Then he finds it, and he reaches a hand in, and you hear it, and the cavern wall slides open as it unlooses, and it opens up, and he steps out with the torch. He looks around, and you see that there's a sewer. There's about a foot of shit water on the ground as he steps out into it, and it smells of just shit and piss and all. And he's like, "We must make our escape, but before I go, I just want to express to you folks, I'm very sorry for what's happened. It seems the toe rippers are out for blood tonight. You have
I'll
my
hand Stanley a
apologies.
sword.
I must get Angelashi to safety. Angelashi, come with me. You should be able to find your way back to Charlemagne's using the sewers. I would recommend you stay in tonight and lay low. But don't sleep with one eye open. They may continue to come after you." Angelashi come, and the women performers in Angelashi make their way out and start walking down one of the sewer alleyways away from the direction that he said Charlemagne's was going.
And I go, wait! Because I want to know why she pulled me out of the crowd.
Angelashi sort of stops as she looks and turns around.
Why
She
did
moves
why
towards
did
you.
you pick me? What was that about?
She stares at you and she looks at you and she says, "I don't know why I picked you out. There's something special I sense about you. It's a feeling I've not felt in a long time. You're staying at Charlemagne's. That's what Fingo said.
Yeah. But I'm hideous and you're beautiful.
Perhaps I can come see you later.
Why?
I have so many questions."
Me too. I don't understand.
She comes closer to you and she looks and she brushes aside your hood. She puts a hand on your face. And this woman is beautiful.
Yeah.
She's thin. She's like thin but muscled, elven in features. Eyes. Her face is both alien and yet humanoid. And when she brushes aside, and she takes your face and puts her finger near your eye. She says, "What happened to your eye?
It's a
What is
long,
this?
long story.
But I want to know." And she comes closer to you and she goes, "Your scent is strong."
Yeah, that's what they tell me.
But not, your font of energy. It's like no other.
You can smell my magic?
I feel inspired when I'm near you.
Well, I think
She turns to Fango and she says, "Fango, I will go with them tonight. Take the rest of the girls back. I'll see my own way home." Fango goes, "I really have to get you back. I'm going to be in a lot of trouble if I don't get you back in one piece." She says, "Then come for me in the morning." And Fango looks and goes, "Very good. All right, let's go." And then you notice that Fango was having like a southern accent, but it was kind of bad, and he's dropped it, and now is speaking it with a different accent. Almost like he's a completely different person with a look of panic on his face. Angela, she looks at you and says, "Fango's a bit of a rogue, but he's a good man. Let us go to Charlemagne's."
Okay.
And she takes your hand, Nash.
My nasty, knobby, gross hand.
She takes your hand, holds it tight. Now you haven't exited into the sewer proper. You're still in the room.
Yeah.
Fango and the other girls begin splish, 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 walking down the sewer panel. Because you're not that far underground, you hear through the ground. I should have done this way. But anyways, and you can hear the sounds of yelling and fighting just above you. And Angela, she says, the Teat God must have responded by now. The Toe Rippers are probably now fighting with them as we speak. You fought bravely out there, Nash. I saw you from the door.
Did you see me turn into a dragon?
I did.
It's pretty cool.
I've never seen anything like it. It was incredible.
There's possibly one tiny thing you don't know about me I should probably tell you.
Save it for later. You can tell me later.
Okay.
We should go.
All right. Well, you'll be safe with us.
Your friends. What's your name? Sorry, what's your name? Not your friends. She doesn't care. What's your name?
My name?
Yes.
Nash Maggard of the Solar Mines.
Right. That's what Fango said up on the stage. And this one, he said it was Stanley.
Yeah. Well, depends on what time you're asking.
And this is Vorel.
Yeah, always Varel.
And Hope.
Sometimes Hope. Sometimes she's a little crazy. We're all good, though, and we're here to, we're here to make sure you're okay.
This little goblin, is this a mistake that he come with us?
Oh, he's a mistake in general, but no, he's here. He's with us as well. This is Bok Bok is his name.
And Bok Bok goes, and says, pretty fresh. Tell me, why does your friend Varel look so forlorn?
Let's ask him. Varel, why the long face? Why the horse face?
Horses. I will take that as a solarism.
Oh, is that what
Nash.
we're calling him? All right. Solarisms.
We were defeated. And we face something more dangerous than any army, any beast. Fanatics the like I have never seen. Our display was glorious. I'm proud of you. Proud of you, Nash. We fought well this day. Bok Bok, and I take a knee. And the goblin, on the shoulder. Bok Bok, I'm proud of you. You are a hero this day. But we have...
He says, no matter what fresh, I loyal to Vorel. But Blanco, teeth, same. And you get the sense that you understand what he's talking about. Maybe not as a player, but lizard folk lineages can be traced by gum patterns. And he might be implying with the gums that there is some shared trait between you and Bluck Oliver.
Gotcha. I'll keep that to myself for now.
Okay.
but I will nod in understanding to Bok Bok, and I will stand up once again.
I believe you're about to make a point about some of the other players at the table, but you can go ahead.
Oh no, I was just merely going to say that.
You don't want to talk about Piano Man over there? Talk about Piano Man.
Nash is great. Bok is great. That's the end.
No, I'd leave it at that purposefully, but I'd
Yeah,
leave it
exactly. I know. I'm sorry. I'm having a laugh about it. That's all. And Jalashi says, "Okay, we should move. The Teeth God may find this place yet. It's not that well hidden. Once they get into the Golden Gargoyle, let's go." She grabs your hand and pulls you, Nash, and she steps into the shit water.
Okay. All right.
She's pulling you towards the shit water. You're intrigued by this elf woman, but horrified by the shit water. As you have a moment to make a decision.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go. Well, let's go with her.
All right.
I follow.
Follow.
Okay. You make your way through the sewage. The stench is horrendous. Does anyone have any source of illumination?
Got my dark vision.
Yeah, I'd be following closely.
Okay, so you follow closely. Nash and Varel follow closely the dark vision people through the darkness.
Right.
You walk through for what seems like hours. Not hours, but seems like a long time. You just want to be out. Takes about 30 minutes to travel through these small sewage pipes, and eventually you make your way back out into open air, just nearby Charlemagne's. The hour is about 11 p.m. And you open up there's like a ladder and a little crate. And you're just barely able to fit through as you walk up to the grate, up into the sands. And everyone walks up to the surface a few blocks away from Charlemagne's.
Continue heading to Charlemagne's.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone's smelling like shit. The stench of battle still on them. Opened up into Charlemagne's. Charlemagne's is empty.
Some of us smell like magic, apparently. Sorry, go ahead.
No customers. The lights are on. No Charlemagne. There's nobody in the building besides you guys as you enter into Charlemagne's.
Well, if Charlemagne's out, I'm going to go behind the bar and pour myself a drink and offer. Anyone else want some?
I'm good.
I'll press the digitate myself.
All right.
All right. It's just me. I'm going to start drinking.
Angela, she looks to you, Nash, and says, "We should discuss this alone."
I agree. I have air conditioning.
Do I sense any sort of arcane or mana energy from Angelashi?
No.
Okay.
Oh wait, is my room the room with the can that I pooped in?
Yep.
Ah, shit. I can't go. I can't take her in there.
Then maybe you could tell her we can't be alone tonight. Let's just talk. So maybe you say something like that.
Yeah, I'll say that. Let's not tonight. It's been. I mean, what a day. I'm worn out from this dragon business. I don't know if anyone told you, but it tears me up good. And
Oh
I
yeah,
need some
roll
rest.
1d4 by the way.
Oh yeah, I haven't done that, have I? Gosh dang it! Shouldn't have said anything.
And you're about to get laid, and then you can't because you're too tired.
Well, that's one reason. All right, hold on. Let's see. 1d4, you say?
Yep.
Okay. 2.
All right, you suffer 2 levels of exhaustion
Great.
from that. You have been. What is that? You get disadvantage on ability checks. I think the second one is your move speed is half.
Isn't there a way to?
I have it on my board, I think.
I thought there was a way to note it here.
Oh, there is. It's where is it?
Cover, light, services, travel.
Current
I am
HP.
not
healing.
seeing it on my thing.
If you click conditions under where your hit points and all
Oh, there
that
it
are
is.
shown.
Your speed is halved, and you have disadvantage on
Oh,
ability checks.
okay. Yeah, you're right. So
Yeah.
exhaustion
So
level
your
2.
Your flirt checks may fail.
Did you
yeah.
say 2 levels
So-
of exhaustion? Is that what you said?
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
levels.
All right.
I'll go join Hope at the bar, but I'm not going to have anything to drink. I've learned that lesson today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Varel, you're reminded of something that.
No, I'm fully aware. I'm fully aware that it's almost midnight, and that the DM blew up Blusher's haunt, ruining my perfect meeting. I am not. I'm not.
I didn't blow up Blusher's Hunt. You guys blew up Blusher's Hunt.
Yeah. I mean, I am not a stealthy critter.
No.
I'm not gonna make it through Blusher's haunt with 8 hit points. And I regret it, and that's why I am standing sad and unmoving.
Would
in
you
the
like
room.
some, bro? Helps numb the pain.
There is no comfort this night.
All right. So as we draw this session to a close, I'd like to know everyone's final actions or wishes in order to set up what we're going to do next week.
Does she have a room here? Can we get her a room?
I mean,
Charlemagne's not here.
There's no patrons. You're all by yourselves. That's it.
Does
You
anyone
might
on
ask. There's Tedna's room.
I'm taking Tedna's room. I can't go to Poo Bucket room. It's bad in there.
Sure, I get it.
Oh, what a bummer that is. That's in there. Where's my fairy friend? Is she on my shoulder this whole time? She never
You
left?
sent her off to go
Oh.
spy on Charlemagne.
Right.
And Charlemagne went to 26 block.
Right.
There's no pod and no Charlemagne here right now.
All right, I'm going to take Tedna's room. Do I have a way in? Do I have a key and stuff?
No, but maybe you could pick the lock.
I don't know if I have any talent in that regard.
Thunder wave it open.
Yeah, I'll try to get in there somehow. So my final action of the night is her and I are going to skulk around and try to find a place where we can talk.
You could probably use your room.
I like.
Hold
Oh,
on.
the lights
All
are
right.
already out.
Yeah.
All right.
This is
So,
where we leave Nash.
you take Angela actually still has your hand, and she guides you up the stairs, and we'll leave it at that for this week.
Sorry, my
We'll
lights
figure-
turn off at 6:30 exactly.
I like the idea though that he's gonna go up to a room that isn't his, and it's just like, oh, it's so weird. I can't get into this room. How odd. I guess we'll maybe try another room. Oh, who did this?
Yeah, you can do that. That's possible.
Yeah, we're really role playing now. That's great.
You take Angela actually has your hand, and this time you take the lead and take her up the stairs.
Yeah, that's the last
All
you
right.
see of me.
Hope, Varel, and Stanley, your final actions for today's session as we set up for next week.
I would probably, if everybody's just seeming dour and sad, I would probably call it a night. But looking at a forlorn Varel, I would probably go up and just say, for what it's worth, I would have bet that you all would have died, so perhaps it's not entirely a defeat. And then walk away.
Okay. You also head up the stairs.
Sing us a song, you're the piano man.
And yet, I'm the only one that hit the target.
Final actions from Varel and Hope, please.
Bok bok. What was that?
He's gonna leave it at that.
Yes, yes. I
Are you
listen.
weary?
No.
We made him nocturnal.
Me neither. Hope?
Varel,
How much is in the bottle Hope's drinking?
She just took the bottle right out. It's about halfway full. It's got a lot of whiskey in it.
and I'm not gonna get stupid drunk, just comfortably drunk.
Yeah. Like the Pink Floyd song.
Till I'm
Yeah,
smiling
like
again.
Pink Floyd.
All right, I would like to walk behind the counter and find what is it? Is it electric? Hit the stove?
Well, in the back in the kitchen, there is an electric stove. Yeah.
Okay. Does he have flint?
There is a wood stove as well back there, like a oven, like a hearth kind of thing.
I'm gonna grab the flint.
Okay.
I'll grab some dish rags.
Mm-hmm.
Pour yourself what you will need for the night.
All right. I'll pour the rest of what I'm going to have for the night. Okay.
And I take the bottle and head out the door.
Bottle and dish rags and a flint.
Head out the door.
Buck follows you. Hope, you're left alone. You can choose to do something else, or you can follow Varel.
No, I'm just going to nurse my drink probably for an hour or so and then head upstairs wearily.
Okay, so we leave today's session with Hope sitting at the bar, Varel having just left, Angelashi and Nash walking up the stairs, and shortly afterward, Diantalis. And the jukebox suddenly comes on, playing some old Western song. You don't recognize it, never heard it. It's quiet, and you sit there sipping your whiskey. And then the credits roll. That's There Will Be Dungeons this week. Woo! Tune in next week for Nash Sex, Varel Violence, Hope Drinking, and Diantalis being evil.
Sweet. Everything you want and more right here on session 37. That'll be next week. This is 36. And if you missed a bunch of it, like I saw some new people in the chat today.
Interruption.
Yeah.
Level 5.
Oh, what?
Level 5!
Sweet. All
So
right.
level up your characters. You don't regain any of your hit points, and it doesn't change any of your status. And this isn't a Diablo or some RPG where you're magically healed. You're still rough and wearing it, but your knowledge expands.
Yeah.
Anything you've been practicing, you start knowing.
Can I
Anything
hear
that-
again?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
worn off.
great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can. You don't have tinnitus anymore. You're not Leon tinnitus or whatever. All right, level 5. That's awesome. I'm stoked now.
Yeah.
That's
Level
really
5
good.
for everyone.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great. Well, you heard it here first, everybody, and you'll come back and be with us next week because that's important. Because the week after that, we're all in BlizzCon, and we won't be here for this, but we will be at BlizzCon. So just come back next week. Okay, that's all we're asking. We don't ask that much. Okay, all we're asking is come and keep listening and be a part of this good time that we're having right here. Before we get out of here, a reminder that if you want to send us messages, find old episodes of the show, catch up on the hundreds of hours of content you've already missed, head on over to There Will Be Dungeons at therewillbedungeons.com. Therewillbedungeons.com. There Be Dungeons on Twitter. It's a great place to find out when we're going live, although we're all kind of talking about it. And for those watching live right now, you can see everybody's Twitter account up on the screen. Feel free to follow all of us. The website's there as well. That's going to do it for us. For me, for Bo, for Kristen, for Kyle, and for John. We will see you next time. Bye, everyone. Bye. This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Frog Pants Network. Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.